Slash Pub, and this is the last part of me ranking Beauty and the Beast dolls. Like I always say, this is obviously quite biased because there are, like, obviously certain dolls and brands that I like, so it's quite biased, but if you haven't seen the other 3 parts, you should check them out. But yeah, last part, hopefully we'll go over top 10. Anyways, we have this doll. Crazy enough, I feel like Simba never makes it at like anywhere near the top of the list, but this is a Simba doll, and I don't know, there's just something about her that I thought was really pretty. She's got like gold in her, and I don't know, there's just something that stands out about her, and I'm surprised she made it in like my top 10 slides. Not top 10, but top 10 slides. She's really cute. The next one is the wardrobe one. I think the wardrobe ones are just really fun. You get to see outfits that you don't always get to see, which is nice, especially that green one in the back. I'm not saying that they're all the most highest of quality, but at least the one that she's wearing is really pretty. It's different from what we usually see. It's like the red and yellow, and it's really pretty. And I just really like the wardrobe ones because, again, lots of outfits. Next, we have Sparkling Princess. There's a few other dolls in this line. This one is wearing a red dress, which is really pretty. I feel like we don't typically see Belle in like a red dress. You know what I mean? Very pretty. Her face is different. I say that like really nicely. I feel like if you were to tell me this is a Belle doll, I probably wouldn't have guessed it. Specifically just the dress and the face. Not a bad thing, but just a quick note. But nonetheless, she's really pretty. I think her hair is super cute. And I like the red dress. Then we have Ballerina Belle. This one's also really nice. I like the ballerina dolls. I can look at this doll and still tell that it's Belle, but then also like she's a ballerina. I don't know. Very simple, very cute, very much like her. Next, we have Signature Belle. I always talk about it, and I've talked about it in the other parts, but like they always forget her, like the dress bumps, the ruffles. I don't know what to call them, but we're gonna call them like ruffles, bumps, okay? This one has it. She also has a lot of detail going on. She's really pretty. A lot of effort put into her. I think she is assumably a collector doll, so like good for them. But at least her dress looks pretty accurate to what it's supposed to look like. Anyways, we have Royal Collection. This one's like a winter one. I really like winter dolls, especially when they add the little white detailing, like fluffiness. I think that's really cute. I like the red and yellow, and there's a few other dolls lined up, and so I think that they would look really cute lined up together. Next, we have Applause. Is that what it's actually called, or did it not pick up what it's supposed to be? Anyways, this one's really pretty. I don't know much about her, but for whatever reason, she's really pretty. She doesn't have a lot of that like detailed ruffleness, but she does have like the shiny plasticky fabric, which might not be the greatest quality, but nonetheless I think it looks really pretty. I like the top of her dress, and I like her hair, and the dress itself is really cute. They also gave her like long sleeves, which is nice. And then the last one here is Dress Up Dreams. This one's really pretty, and I really was looking at her face is super pretty, like from this angle. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. But they also gave her like a mesh detailing with the roses in it, and I think that looks really pretty. How it like lays out, and it adds a little bit of detail because they didn't give her that ruffleness, but still she looks gorgeous. Okay, next we have I think it's supposed to be 2-in-1 Belle, and this is like the Cinderella one that I ranked really high. Crazy enough, Belle made it really high on this list too, so I assume her dress transforms maybe, but I do realize that that is a molded on top piece, but I still think that it looks really good. Like they'd made it very nice. The rest of her dress, the top might be molded on, but the rest of it is very detailed. She's got like that meshness. They added little roses in, which I think is really cute, and they just added a lot of detail. So this is kind of like my best example of a doll that can have molded on pieces that can still be super high on my list. Anyways, we also have the Enchanted Princess. They always do like crazy ringlets, the little like baloney curls. I don't know what else to call them. Maybe not ringlets. Her dress is super elegant though. It's very fancy and very pretty, and it just looks very like, I don't know, I can't describe it. But she also comes with the crown, so like this makes me think it's not supposed to be a collector one, but it's super pretty, and like I don't know, it just feels super elegant. It reminds me of something, and I don't know what. Maybe the other doll in line, because I know that there's at least another doll in this line. Anyways, we have Signature Collection Belle. Is this the one that's I didn't like the Beast? Maybe, I think so. She's super pretty. These dolls typically look a little different. I don't mean to say that in like a harsh way, but they do. They just don't look like the other like dolls, especially when it's like Disney has like a specific face that they always use. These ones just look slightly different. You can't really see it here because of the angle, but she looks very nice, very detailed bottom of the dress. There's like the ruffledness, I don't know, very like textured, and I like that. I can't tell if her gloves, if she actually has gloves or if they're painted, but nonetheless I really do like the signature line. And I think the Beast was just, in my opinion, he wasn't a doll, he was more of like a figure, so that's what really threw me off about that. But I do really like the signature line, and I think that this one looks really cute. Next we have the Collector, it says Collector Bow, Collector Belle. She's really pretty. She's in that red dress. She's got her little I don't know what to call that. I was going to call it a cape hood on. She's got a really pretty hood. I like the red and I like the pink, and I'm glad to see a little bit of like differentness, diversity, not diversity, like diversity in the dresses that she wears. Anyways, next we have Masquerade. I feel like the Masquerade doesn't always make it super high on the list, but it looks very elegant. She looks like a queen here rather than like a princess. She looks very queen-esque. This is the kind of dress that I imagine a queen wearing. She's got red and gold, and it looks super pretty as well. Very like poofy and nice and big, like fancy. Super pretty. I don't have anything else to say. Doesn't really give off Belle though, face-wise. Next we have Princess on Ice. I am very, very particular about, not particular, biased towards these dolls because I just think they look so pretty and so nice, and I think one of them literally made maybe the top 2. Anyways, this one's super pretty as well. Very simple though compared to the others. She's just all yellow, but nonetheless she's so pretty, and I love her hair and I love her face and I love just the outfit in general. She comes with the second one. I think the second ones are kind of boring, but nonetheless she's still super pretty. Then there's Fantasy Fashion. This one's also super pretty. They did a little bit of like reddish pink in there with that yellow. The face and the hair is super pretty. They give her a crown, even though I don't think she actually wears a crown, but the dress itself is really nice, and I think they gave her actual gloves. Well, partial gloves. They didn't cover the hands. Anyways, she looks really nice here. Very much a fan of her. Next we have Princess Party. This one's also super pretty, and I'm pretty partial to this one as well. I feel like I rank these ones high as well in some of the past videos that I've done. They gave her pink and yellow, which is super pretty, and I just like the way that the dresses look. They all roughly look the same, but just different colors, but I just think that it looks super pretty, and I love the early Mattel, this Mattel, or 2010s Mattel maybe. Anyways, they're very pretty and I really like them, and I think that if I were to get them, they'd look so cute on my display. Then we have Flutter Fantasy, is that what it's called? She looks very, like, her dress is very poofy. I like her hair, it's styled in a ponytail, but I really, really like the dress. It's very poofy. I'm not sure if it'll look poofy once it's out of the box and you get possibly the tissue paper in there, but she also comes with some other accessories, which is really nice. We're moving on to some of these dolls, the like Disney stores. We have Palace Pet. Crazy enough, Palace Pet didn't make it as high as some of the others. Which is crazy. I really like the Palace Pet dolls, but I feel like they can go for a lot. This one looks really nice. They did give her the gloves, which is really nice and really cool. They gave her also some detail to the dress, which is why they got ranked higher than some of the others. You can see the other one next to her also has a lot of detail, also has gloves. Doesn't come with the Palace Pet, but I think I really like her hair and how it looks, which I think was like a big thing for me. 2017, 2013, 2016, I'm going to say it just all at once. We also have 2 Disney Parks dolls. I think that I put this one a little lower because of the color that they chose. It's like a darker color. And then this one, because I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of like the obnoxious darker color yellow in the middle. Do you know what I mean? This one, at least they like hid the darker color and like made it like the accents, like the top and the gloves. Like that's cute. And then the Disney Parks ones, because I just feel like they put in a little bit more effort into them sometimes. I also really like their face and their hair as well, and possibly like the exclusivity. I don't know what I was thinking when I was ranking them. I just looked at them and was like, wow, these ones look really nice. Next we have the Disney Parks 2018 and then the Disney Parks 2019. Again, lots of detail, lots of the ruffledness, super pretty, super big fan of them. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay, I was looking when I enter my top 10. Okay. those ones are really pretty. Not a lot to say there. We do have these two. One is the Style Series. Nope, they're both Style Series. I don't remember which one came first, but nonetheless, I'm pretty partial to the Style Series because they came out when I first started collecting, and I really wanted them, but I never got them. They do lack a decent amount of articulation. Both of them do not have any articulation in the leg other than like it can move, but no knee joint or anything. This one I think has the like wrist and elbow, but I don't think she has any movement in her arm. I'm trying to look, but I don't see it. If she does, I do apologize. I think this one's dress is beautiful, but I love that they gave her something different than some of the other dolls. Like she's like wearing pants and like the little like waist cape. I don't know what to call that, but like I think that's really cute and very different. And I love the gold and I love the yellow, and I just think that in general she looks so pretty. And their face is absolutely gorgeous. I really want the Style Series dolls. I don't think I have any at all. Okay, then we have the ballerina doll. She looks absolutely gorgeous. This is another one. I do think that the ballerina ones are really fun. I like that they come with second outfits, and that looking at this doll, I still can tell that she is Belle. Sorry, I got distracted again. Yeah, moving on. We are now reaching my top 10, I believe, if I'm correct. So starting off with my number 10th spot, we have Singing Belle 2019. I just think that she looks really pretty, and she is a Disney store one, just from looking at it. I think I can tell that. She has like a little hoodie, what's that called? I can only see the word cape. I'm gonna call it like a hood. Red Riding Hood. Isn't that what she wears? Cape, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, she's also in her like pinkish red outfit, maroon. I don't know what color that is. But she's super pretty here. I love how she looks. Her hair is really pretty. The dress is really nice. She looks absolutely adorable, and I think that she deserves spot number 10. Number 9 is this Gold Belle. I think she's a Disney store. The dress itself is super simple, but you can see like this light rose, are they roses, accents on her. She looks absolutely gorgeous, and seeing this doll is just, she looks so good. I don't have anything else to say other than that. She's beautiful. Number 8, we have this holiday one. Again, I've told you I'm pretty partial to holiday dolls. I think that they look really pretty, and I think this one also has a few dolls in this series, but I could be making that up. I think this one's super pretty and super fun. I love the color red. I think like most of the red dolls made it high on this list, which is crazy, but she's absolutely gorgeous, and she deserves to be here. Number 7, Radiance Belle. I actually think, crazy enough, this might be it's either Disney or Hasbro, but whatever she is, if I'm not mistaken, she was insanely expensive. So like she's at number 7, but like the likely chance of me ever getting her is not likely. I feel like she would just cost so much, but she's so elegant. The rose details in the dress itself, like molded in or fabriced in, whatever that's called, she's gorgeous. She also has maybe a few gems on her. I don't know, she's so pretty. I just remember being like, I think it was Belle. I think it was Belle. This one, like I feel like I remember her being like obnoxiously pricey, like insanely high. Anyways, we have Winter Dreams at number 6, if I'm counting right. Again, another red doll. She's gorgeous. She's really pretty. This is an early Disney store, if I'm not mistaken. Her face is really pretty. I love her hair, and the red dress is just absolutely beautiful. Back then, early Disney store, they had a lot more money to throw around apparently, because they just look so good. Number 5, we have Autumn Rose. This one's also really pretty. She again has that hood on. She's the red dress. She's absolutely beautiful. I love the colors. Again, the poofy dress, lots of detail. I love the hood. I think I'm just like a fan of dolls in hoods. Number 4, we have Broadway. I assume that this was sold at a Broadway show. Lots of detail. You can see the like clear plasticky fabric. It just looks so good here. Is it the most highest quality? No, but for whatever reason, I just think it looks so good on a doll. I also love just the dress in general. It's super pretty. Last 3, we have the 10th anniversary Belle. I do believe this is the Belle, the blue dress Belle. There we go. Anyways, she looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the blue dress. I just think she's so pretty, and like, look at her. Lots of detail, lots of effort put into it. I'm glad that they did that for a 10th anniversary. Number 2 is the Holiday Princess Belle. She also looks really pretty. One of my obviously top ones that I really want. She's gorgeous. She's amazing, and I don't know, poofy dress, beautiful holiday one. She's gorgeous. The last one is the Broadway Belle, which is crazy that I put her this high. I don't actually know how much she costs, so don't don't tell me if it's expensive, but she just looks so pretty, and I just feel like there's a lot of effort put into it. I'm curious in like what she looks like in people's collections, because sometimes like you gotta look at the doll out of the box, but she looks absolutely gorgeous. And I don't know, I just kept looking at her and I was like, wow, her dress looks so elegant. There looks to be a lot of detail put into her, and I'm not sure if she's like super expensive. I don't know if she'll be worth the price, but she's the best one out of them. And I kept looking at her and I kept moving her down and up the list, but there's just something about her, and she got the top spot. She's so pretty. I cannot get over looking at her. Anyways, that's all that I have. I know that it was 4 parts, so apologies, but that is me ranking Beauty and the Beast dolls. And that's all that I have for the video. Let me know your thoughts on the video. Let me know your top 10 rankings. Yeah, I'm Agda. Thanks for watching. Bye!